Yo guys, it's Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today we're going to be building ourselves a super smelter in once human. This is going to be 10 times more efficient than a normal single electric smelter here. We're just going to be building a nice little smelting area here with a little storage area underneath it for chests. It'd be awesome if maybe one day they gave us item pipes where we could run them straight in the chest and have stuff that's getting smelted just go straight into our chest. That would be amazing, so I didn't have to put it in my inventory. Wouldn't be hard for them to add, just something I want. But for now, we're just going to be building this, so in case they maybe do, which, you know, never anytime soon, but who really knows. But we're doing this just so that we can place chests under there so that we can store some of the things we're smelting. As we will have a lot of furnaces here, we're going to want to have some storage here for some of this stuff just so that we can just drop it straight into there right after we claim it all from smelting. But this will help out a ton when you're needing a bunch of tungsten or aluminum or anything like that. This will smelt it out for you extremely efficiently. I am going to be having one of these in Way of Winter. I have been thinking about building one of these for quite a while, and I just now got to actually building it. But as you can see there, we got ourselves a little platform there, and now we're going to be placing 10 of these electric furnaces down here. We have like one thing boosting our furnaces right now, not too crazy. We also have a flame frog, so we will be placing him down eventually. I think I'll show it with the flame frog in it and everything, and just how it's been outputting for me. But I will say I've been wanting to build one of these for a while, and I figured since I'm hanging out on the legacy servers, not really got anything better to do, might as well play with this before Way of Winter so that I just kind of have an idea of how to build one of these and how I can design it to where it's like taking up the least amount of space and looks the best, and I can run all the wires most efficiently. This little spot at the end here, I did box it in here in the video. However, later on, that's exactly where I put the deviation capsule for the flame frog. I just took one of my rainmen away because I realized with my irrigation setup being a 100% running irrigation setup now, just straight running from the pumps now, I never have to worry about it running dry, so I don't ever need the rain man, and I don't even think I've planted crops in like 2 days. We are definitely low effort here. I need to do my purifications and be done with the game for this phase because we're about to go into the next set of purifications, and I'm going to have to farm up 40 more Eclipse Cortexes for that extra star crom there. We do still have some star crom to get on the legacy servers. That's why we're still on them. I'm not going to join a Prism versus Clash now. I'm not going to join another Man Abyss because I've already done it twice, and I've only been playing this game for 2 months. Why would I play a game 3 times in a row, the same exact game with the same exact story, when I can just wait 10 days from now, or 11 days technically, and you know, be okay with that. But as you can see, all we're doing now is wiring them all together, and then we're going to be wiring them to a switch so that we can turn this array off, because this will be using like 30 power or something like that. It's going to be 5 times 10, so I think it's a 50 power array here actually. So you do want to have a switch for this so that you can turn it off when you're not using it, because it's just going to be a phantom power leak there that's 50 power you don't need to be using all the time. And then connect it to your power source. As you can see there, I had a power conduit just on the ceiling there running to my power. I have all my wires nice and neat for the most part, so I like to keep my wires neat, at least as much as I can. As you can see here, running all the way out there to the power setup. We have a full max power setup. It's like 6 facilities. I know you can have 8, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. We might try and get that specialization. We will see, though. We're going to do 30,000 rocks, or 30,000 gravel into both Sinister Brick and Glass here. So yeah, this thing can smelt 30,000 gravel. This is great for getting rid of like a bunch of logs, or at least condensing them, because I've had logs fill up my entire storage chest, all being the 64 storage chest. And a good way of condensing them if you don't need that much wood is just to throw them all into a bunch of furnaces like this array here. Smelt them all down in the charcoal, and then if you really want to, you can later turn that into gunpowder to get rid of some of the charcoal you have as well. I have like 11,000 charcoal now from how much wood I smelted. But it did clear up my storage containers a lot. It went from taking up like 8 times 64 to only at most 10 slots, but I'm thinking it doesn't even take that up because I think it stacks really high on charcoal. Not 100% sure on that. I actually couldn't find it in my inventory. I must have put it in a storage chest somewhere. But I am very glad to get that wood situation solved, just so that maybe I can kind of enjoy myself a little bit longer on the legacy servers. I'm kind of just experimenting with things I haven't ever tried. I'm really tempted to try a taming setup and see if maybe I can't do like an animal taming and breeding setup for like making the perfect foods and stuff. And we may play with the farming stuff a bit more while we do wait for the 17th. But like I said, I'm not going to be pushing any sort of content trying to rush you through a third run of Manibus or anything like that. If you want to do another one, you can. It is up to you. If you want to do Prison versus Clash, you can. It is up to you. But if you're joining this late, you might not be able to play on the 17th. So you might want to wait. They are saying you can leave early, but they may not release that on day 1 of Way of Winter. So you are taking a chance. Whether people want to argue real or not, and the devs are promising what they want, but you never know for sure, so just keep that in mind. I'm hanging out on the Legacy servers. I know other people are as well. Some of us don't like Prison vs. Clash. It's kind of a buggy mess from what I've seen, and it's just so late into it. We'd just be joining so late into a Prison vs. Clash, or joining a late one that's, you know, gonna take forever to get through, and then we're gonna leave halfway through. I just don't see a point of trying the Prison vs. Clash, and I don't see the point of leaving early on a Manibus if I'm not done with everything on the current one I'm playing on. I can keep all my stuff this way. I can kind of, you know, more think about what I want to take with me to Way of Winter this way, because if I go to another season, then I'm not going to be able to take in all of this stuff that I currently have. Like, I have all of this stuff to currently choose from, and I think technically it would go to the season backpack, but I think it'd be easier to do it this way. So, yeah, maybe it would go to the season backpack. But this way I can just kind of, you know, gather the stuff I want to take with me and worry about that and just have it stocked up days in advance instead of having to worry about it like the day of, you know, sign up on the next server when I'm leaving halfway through. It's just leaving halfway through doesn't sound fun to me at all. I don't want to do that for a single season. I want to play through every single season. I just want to be put into a day 1 slot, being that I get to play on the 17th. But that's the furnace array. Works really, really well. Here's my compost setup if you haven't seen it. It's just 6 composters. Fill all of the slots up with clams and seaweed, and you'll have yourself 2,400 of the fertilizer super duper quickly. I like to make all these things compact and like nice designed for this, and this is just a must-have for end game if you're wanting to smelt a lot, if you do a lot of mining. But I am out. See you. Keep it beast mode.